Hello friends, welcome back to the video lecture series of operating system. This is Mandakini Ganeshwade, working as an assistant professor in a computer science and engineering department of Marathwada Institute of Technology, Aurangabad. Today we will see the different type of services in an operating system. Hello friends, welcome back to the video lecture series of operating system. Today we are going to see the operating system services. This is a operating system is an interface which provides services to both the user and to the program. Actually, it provides an environment for the program to execute, and it also provides the users with the services of how to execute program in a convenient manner or efficient manner. The operating system provides some services to the program and also to the user of those programs. And the specific services provided by the operating system are, of course, there are the different type of the services. These are the services we are using. That is IO program execution, file manipulation, resource allocation, error handling, accounting, protection, communications. These are the few list of services of operating systems, and one of them is a very first services, that is a user interface. How you define the user interface? User interface is something that allows the user to interact with the operating system or the computer itself. Means that allows that operating system have the interface like CLI, GUI. Here CLI is a command line interface. Command line interface where the single commands are executed, and that is executed in a command prompt. Here it is a text based oriented executions. We have not a GUI windows or any icons, but in a GUI, that is graphical user interface, we have the windows with pointing devices or keyboards, and we can do the multiple activities at the same time. Likewise, we have the following common services which are normally used in a operating system, that is a program executions, where an operating system must be able to load many kinds of activities into the memory and to run it. It provides the facility to make executions. And the second one is IO operation. Then we have file system manipulations and communication, error detection, resource allocation, protections. These are the main 7 services in an operating system. Let's see one by one. In a program executions, the operating system must be able to load many activities, varieties of activities into the memory, and it is useful to run it, and the program must be able to end its executions either normally or abnormally. And the process includes the complete execution of the written program or code. There are some activities which are performed by the operating systems, like the operating system loads the program into memory. It also executes the program, it handles the program executions, and it provides a mechanism for synchronizations, and it also provides for process communications. We have again many activities in a program executions, and this is a GUI fashion. We can show the images like programs are going to execute, and that may use a processor. Now in IO operations, the communication between the user and devices drivers are managed by the operating system. The IO devices are required for any running process. In IO, there may be a file or any other input output devices that can be involved. IO operations are that may be read operations, write operations, and which are possibly done with the help of input output devices. Operating system gives access to the IO devices when it is required, and this graphically we can show with the input output devices. The input may include keyboard, mouse, other input that may have the interaction with the CPU, memory, and the output devices may be monitor, printer, speaker, and other output devices. Nowadays we have in a very large form. And file management system or file system manipulation. Actually, this is a collection of related information which represents some content is known as a file. Actually, the computer can store the data. Computer can store the files on a secondary storage devices or in a system devices. And for long storage purpose, examples of storage media include magnetic tape, magnetic disc, and optical disc drives like CD or DVD, and many more devices nowadays available. A file system is a collection of directories for easy understand and usage. These directories contain some files, and there are some major activities which can be performed by an operating system with respect to the file management. Like we have operating system gives an access to the program for performing an operation on a file. Then again, the user can create or delete a file by using the interface provided by the operating system. The operating system provides an interface to the user to create a file, to delete a directories or any other files. Means here program needs to read or write a file. This is graphically we can have the look over the file management. There are varieties of form of different files, directories, etc. Here the user can create, delete files. Also the operating system provides the backup of a file system can be created by using the interface provided by the operating system. Now the communication service. In this computer system, there is a collection of processors which do not share memories, peripheral devices or clock. The operating system always manages communication between the all processors. So the multiple processors can communicate with every process through communication lines in a network. There are some major activities that are carried by an operating system with respect to the communications, like two processes may require data to be transferred between the process, and both the processes can be on one computer or on a different computer but are connected through a computer network. These have different types of communications, that may be message queue, FIFO, shared memory, message passing, direct communication, indirect communications. That is the inter-process communication. Now we will see the error handling. Actually, an error is a one part of the system that may cause malfunctioning of the complete system. So the operating system constantly monitors the system for detecting errors to avoid some situations. This gives relief to the user of the worry of getting an error in the various parts of the system causing malfunctioning. and the errors can occur anytime, anywhere. So we can avoid, we can solve those. These errors may occur anywhere in the computer system, like in a CPU, in a IO devices, or in a memory hardware. So there are some activities that can be performed by an operating system, like the OS continuously check for all possible errors. The OS takes an appropriate action to correct particular error and consistent computing. So this type of the, for example, you are observing here the printer. Sometimes the printers stuck in between the process. That time it shows the error. So that we can solve the particular solutions for the particular type of the errors. Now another type of the services like resource management. In operating system, when there are multiple users or multiple jobs running at the same time, resources must be allocated to each of them. There are some major activities that can be performed by an operating system. Like operating system manages all kinds of resources using schedulers. CPU scheduling algorithm is used for better utilization of CPU. Like examples of resource allocation is so here P1, P2, P3 are the processes that is requesting some resource. Means P1 should allocate the resource R1, P2 should allocate the resource R3. But there is not situations like P2 is waiting for resource R1, P1 also waiting for resource R1. Means there should not be situations like we can allocate the particular resource to the particular processes. So then only it can perform the individual task. Otherwise process has to wait for the resources. So we can lose the time of the task. So the deadlock situations we cannot occur in this management. So the every process has to allocate the resource. Now the protection. Here the owners of information stored in a multi-user computer system want to control its use. When several disjoint processes execute concurrently, it should not be possible for any process to interfere with the another process. Means every process in this computer system must be secured and controlled. So that should be kept in a proper fashion. For every information, every system has some authentication by having some user ID and password. So that can be keep information in a secure way. So we have covered these things, that is user interface, program execution, IO operation, file system manipulation, communications, error detection, resource allocation, protection and security. So this is about all the system services of operating systems. Thank you for listening and having the patience, and do subscribe my channel. Thank you all.